Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RC Pilots Lounge. This is episode number 86. We all need this. What do I call this? We need this. Some of you are going through cabin fever, or maybe you don't have it yet. I, for one, have been still working every day. John T, what's going on? Can you guys hear me? Captain Ryan Vlogs. All right, we'll do a roll call here in a minute. How's everybody doing? Thanks, Mike Keller. Jerry Berry 172. Bobby K, I think he must be nap time again. I haven't heard from him. He'll probably get notified on his phone, then they'll be like, oh no. That's okay, we don't really have anything to speak of going on. So we'll talk about the week and all that good stuff. Awesome. So let's do roll call. Guys, I hope you're as glad to be here as I am. Nothing special, hanging out, maybe blowing off some steam, hanging out with your buddies, all that good stuff. So, Bill Surratt, Expedition RC, Paul Hatcher, Michael Rika, 10K, yeah, thanks for that. Reckham Roy, Farmer Man, thanks for the super chats. William Mergita, Jeff's Custom RC, what's up? RC Waz, dude, yeah, man, we're still working. Bill Surratt, Paul Hatcher, Shadow Ops, Funboy RC, what's poppin'? Mark Z, Wayne Lee 630, David Martin Graff, Mary Boozer, what's up? Stick around more than 5 minutes this time. Jeff's Customer C, Guniak, Lee Davidson, Eric Quinn, Brian Chambers, Reckham Roy, hello, man. Frankie, North Vegas, Nevada. All Vegas is shut down. Yeah, we'll do roll call on your communities in a minute. Edward and Gloria Hillbilly, Jeff's Custom, Jeff in Lower Alabama, Kevin Trappin, Wayne Lee 630, John T, Jeff's Custom, Mad Mac. David, Paul Hatcher. Anybody I didn't see? Thomas Milano, Scott P, Shadow Ops, Tom Heat Dirks, Mike Kennedy, Lionel Randall, what's up, man? Eric Tennant, Eddie Kays, Walrath, Aviation, Olson Aviation, Brownie 64, Pterodactyl. Yeah, Farmer Man again, dropping it like it's hot. Reginald Praja, what's happening? Philip Borg says some names I don't recognize, but they have wrenches. They must think it's giveaway night. Joe Valdez, RC Stinger, Randy, Ready or Not, Critter, Jermaine, otherwise known as Jazzy Germ, Tennessee RC Pilot, TNRC Pilot, Lawrence Westrick, Hey Maiden, completed on my Aero 64mm, flies on rails, fantastic, man. I'm going to try to give people wrenches. If I don't get you, don't get mad. I think my wife just shut the door on me. That's all right. She could text me. Nate, what's happening? Let's see. Am I missing anybody? RC Air Marshal, what's up? Roll call. Robert Ramos. 84 people up in here. Always had a wrench. Furball. Yeah, it wasn't you who was why I mentioned that comment earlier. Wayne's RC. Hello, Ryan. How's come you don't have a wrench, man? Let's get the son of a gun. It goes so fast, y'all. Stop for a minute. There you go, Wayne's RC. I hope everybody who's got a wrench does that couple extra clicks to do your shopping through PilotRyanMedia.com. Jayberry172 wants a wrench, I suppose is what that means. There you go, my friend. 50 bucks. David G. Man, but Harry Funderwhite. A lot of new faces here in the chat. Good to see you. Probably been watching the videos for a while. Let me tell you something. You guys, a lot of you I see in the regular comment section of the videos we make. But if you really are behind your YouTubers that you watch, everybody's got a live stream is also making videos. man, and I'm bad about it too, guys. If I watch it, I'll comment. But a lot of times, man, I hope to be catching up soon. The thing is, I'm still working every day. Actually, we're working extra because we got to do extra things to bring stuff in and out of the homes. It's really nuts. So Jayberry 172. Let's see. You should have got a wrench. But what I'm saying is, watch the regular videos too and comment because it helps us out. Everybody's got a channel. When YouTube sees like crazy comments and all these views and stuff happen on videos when they're new, YouTube puts that video in front of more people. I got to tell you guys, the HSD F16 video, last Saturday we were here charging up packs, knowing we were going to go fly that HSD F16 and some other secret stuff, and then the FMS Avanti and whatever else we get our hands on Sunday. So we're here last week. We're charging up. We got a bunch of work done that next Sunday. We went live from Facebook a few times. If you're on Facebook and you're not a member of the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group, make it happen. John T, no worries, man. I ain't worried about you. Well, hopefully, there's a lot of coals in the fire, right, John T? John T, guys, check him out. If you guys know X-Jet from overseas, John T's in, I believe, New Zealand. These guys fly all the time. And I think it's always a handful of them having a great time. You need to check out John T's YouTube channel. Just hit him up, tap the bell, all that good stuff, and see what's going on. I think you get a lot of behind the scenes of X-Jet a little bit with John T. And he's heavy in with FMS. So if you like hearing kind of what's kind of new, John T's getting them just like a lot of times like the rest of us kind of early adopter reviewers do. So check out John T. Yeah, I know, guys, it goes really fast. Where was I? Anyway, we got a lot done. That video, the F16 video, is I think it's at 8,000 or something like that, and it just went up on Monday. My truck video is doing as I would expect. It does not do. YouTube sends you little notes to tell you about the performance of your videos, and basically YouTube might as well just told me, you know what? Why are you bothering with these? But it doesn't matter. I'm doing it. So the truck video is not doing very good. That reminds me, I built a ramp today and was really sending it. No video, but holy smokes. If I want to make truck videos, guys want to see it flying, like for real flying, not just like little humpity bumpities. So I intend to send them and then show you guys how to fix them and then show you how to upgrade them. And this is all on top of the airplane stuff. I know you guys don't care about trucks, most of you, but sorry. I mean, it is, you know, it's my channel. Thanks, guys. Oh, man, we're just getting warmed up, Kevin, on the trucks. Not to pick, but sometimes I'm kind of like aggressive. Like, there's some channels out there that are huge that take these basher trucks and don't do anything but run them up and down a street. So what? Do you care how fast it goes, really? The box tells you. The box always says how fast it goes. So what? Does it fly well? Does it take a beating? That's what y'all want to know. Mr. T 1035, Michael Honeychuck. Yep, sending it requires fixing. I have gotten really good at fixing them. Jay Burke, what's going on? George Watts, what's happening? I tell you what, this little Typhon here, it outlasted everything I brought today. This little son of a gun. Now the tires are low profile. Seems like the plastic, the rims always want to break. I need to like upgrade the tires. But the one kind of neat thing is like 17 millimeter hexes on a little 3S truck. And you know, all right, we'll do trucks some other time. Thanks, Walrath. Yeah, man, backflips are, it's fun, you all. It really is. And just, I tell you what, I get on something, I consume it, I learn it, I become obsessed, and I learn it. I can do it. I consume it. I can kill it. So yeah, I learned flying really. I went really hard, and here we are. I've only been doing it 12 years. I've been in media for 10. Arrows RC, what's up? Good to see you, man. We got to talk. So I want you guys to know, you guys are very respectful, by the way. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, we made 10,000. Now, I originally was going to do the giveaway on April 11th to celebrate the 10,000 subs. It's going to be next weekend. And that gives you guys another week to round up your FAA stuff and send it to me. Now, I know some of you guys are probably, if you didn't do the FAA comment, your SOL on this giveaway coming up next week. But I'm still doing another giveaway on the 11th also. So next week, 3 planes for sure. Arrows RC, BitGo Hobby, and Turbo Timber. All right, from Horizon. So thanks to Arrows RC, thanks to BitGo Hobby, thanks to Horizon. Did I say that? Three of them for the 10K giveaway next week. One of you guys are going to have to produce this for me, Boozer or Dave. Maybe Dave on this 10K giveaway next time. I don't know. And then on the 11th, Boozer, we're still on. It's an interview show. 2 Horizon prizes are going to be given out. And I know what they are because I have them and you don't. When you guys write, just forward me your email, whatever it is that you do, to info@pilotryanmedia.com. You need to also, guys, a lot of yours, I have them. I saw them. Say, if it's not obvious, you need to put your YouTube name in the header, the opening line or the title of the email. You know what I mean? The subject line, because I don't need to open your email, honestly. I just need to see your darn name. So your name and your YouTube handle if you have a different name, okay? I'm going to take emails until Wednesday or Thursday of this week. And then that's it. Just because there's so many of you guys who are my regulars and I know you submitted your comment, Jeff's Custom RC, shoot me an email. Just say, whatever, man. Do the best you can to find it, but if you don't, just send me an email telling me you want in. Because you guys have been with me for the long haul. You're in, okay? You're in. info@pilotryanmedia.com, okay? Now, in the description box of this video right here, I've got a link to RC Jetworks, HSD Jets USA, pilotryanmedia.com, and I put my PayPal address in there too. Because a lot of you guys are doing PayPal, and if you really knew how much YouTube is taking from me, you'd be sick. So there's a way to, that's a different email, but that's the email address that if somebody were to do PayPal stuff, that's what you do. But if you go to pilotryanmedia.com, there's a bunch of icons for all my social media, and you guys should be following. And there's also one, I believe, for the info@pilotryanmedia.com. Some of you guys are showing up in my junk box. Some of you guys are showing up in my regular box. It's fine. Roy, you're in. You're in. Troy Crank, that's cool. Now listen, some of you guys, if you didn't send me your YouTube name in the subject line, I'm not going to know who you are. We'll figure it out, okay? Send it to me again if you want. Jeremy Diamond, appreciate that. Thanks so much. So yeah, this giveaway is going to be cool. And I think there's some other guys who maybe wanted to get in on that giveaway a little bit. But I don't want to complicate things. Let me know via email or something. Look, we're running a full-time operation on Midnight Oil over here. So I just do the best I can. Jermaine, I got yours. I saw it. It's cool. Josh Weaver, thanks. I don't want him in the comment section here, but thanks. John Nunes, what's up? Farmer Man, cool, man. A B26. Oh, a Dynam one. Yeah. That's cool, guys. And look, man, I think it's amazing that these guys have come on board to help celebrate the 10K. By the way, Jay Burke percentage. What do you mean? Did you guys, any of you guys notice the merch shelf under the videos now where there's my t-shirts and stuff? Dude, that's the whole reason why I even cared about 10K, is to get that merch shelf, and I got it figured out. So underneath my videos is some Teespring merch. There's just a couple of these left. I really cleared the store out. So you kind of see the new logos and things like that. We'll get to some more things. I always take requests. Yeah, Jeff, you'll be here at 20K. You'll be here at 20K. Yeah, oh yeah, Jay Burke. 30% of Super Chats taken by YouTube. It's okay. I mean, it's all right. And I know people like seeing the shout out and stuff like that. Dave's RC, somebody get his ass in here. He never comes over. David Martin Graff, must you keep beating that dead horse? Scottabot, yeah, I got yours. I got yours too. Let me do a quick roll call on the emails. All right? Now listen, I don't want this whole thing to be about emails, but I'm just gonna. Okay, yeah. So this guy did good, right? This one says MS. Like what? But the tagline, Skyblazer on YouTube. Cool. MRK, Mike Keller, FAA comment. You got put it in the subject line of the email, your YouTube name. Reporting on a house fire, huh? Well, I guess that's a pretty good excuse this time. Anyway. Dave Marshall, Jermaine Spencer, Harry Belafonte, I'm sorry. George Watts, thanks, man. You're too much. I really appreciate that. Harry R. Thunder White, I've got yours. Mark Z. Red Dobie 2. I mean, people's emails are crazy. You would never know who it is sometimes. Jeremy Diamond, let me give you a wrench. Yeah, listen, it's all good. It's okay, guys. I mean, don't not super chat, but there's also the PayPal too. If the idea of the YouTube taking what they take bothers you, then there's a way around it. Let's see. Bruce Beamer. Don't know who he is on YouTube. Maybe he's Bruce Beamer. And then I got a guy +195144217774 at tmomail.net. That's a screenshot. I'm not going to open that. You know what I mean? George Watts. Tim Toutant. Thanks, man. George Watts. But I'll open that one weird one and see if I can't figure out who that is. Mike Kennedy, I'm sure, is in here. Alberto Lite. Scottabot. Warren Laurendine. Now, I know who he is, but I forget what his YouTube handle is. Derek Thompson, Jim and Catherine, Jeff F. That's Jeff in Lower Alabama or Louisiana, USA. Keith Christie, Mike SSI, Airhammer, Jim Dykow, Ruffins, I got you. Eric Tennant, Mike Crows. And then, is that George? Somebody's donating a transmitter. Drop a link for the email. All right, I'll type it in the chat. Yeah, I'm not going to roll call these emails, dude, because it's crazy. But when you submit your email, put your YouTube name in the subject line. Pretty please. So I don't have to open them all. That'd be great. So here is the email address, info@pilotryanmedia.com. And I believe it's also in the description. It's available at pilotryanmedia.com. You ought to have it bookmarked, dude. Anytime you go shopping on Amazon, you need t-shirts, hook it up. I've actually been wearing hoodies a lot lately, and I'm going to get one of my own hoodies. I can't wait. Dennis Farley, good to see you, man. Yeah, Dan at Arrows. I'm super excited about what you got coming down the pipe. I hope it hasn't been put off too awful long. Next week, we're going to have an announcement. So stick around here. Thank you, GB Linden. So stick around here to see what's going on Thursday, right here on this channel. Blow me up in the comments and all that good stuff, all right? When that happens, I've got it all captured, but I have to edit it all this week. And then there's one the week after. And it's awesome. It's cool. It's cool. What is it, Air Marshal? Best news I've gotten all day. Are you donating to Turbo Timber as well? George had to let the dog out. Who? Dave's RC putting out fires around here. Chuck G, what's up? Chuck G submitted his comment. He's one of the first ones. Yeah, David. Keith Christie, yeah. When you guys are, if you guys ever get the truck bug like I do, hit me up. Because just like planes, ask Dave Marshall. Because he was out of trucks for like 20 years or something, and he's just getting back. And ask Mitchell Farley. If you think you might be into him, just like with planes, I can put you on the trajectory that suits you and is also the best bang for your buck and all that good stuff with the value quotient. I've got these trucks figured out, y'all. Michael Hoskins, what's going on? Now listen, I'm not the authority of all, but I tell you, I know what's working for me, and usually that's pretty, teams up with frugality, durability, and all those good things. You get a lot of bang for your buck with the armor trucks, you guys. Now, I'm going to get a big X-Max, though, from Arrows RC. Dan at Hobby Zone has Traxxas, and I'm going to get a big X-Max over there. He doesn't know it yet. And he's also got an older version, Typhon, but it's the 6S version. I'm probably getting it. You should have seen how this one flew today. If you saw how this one flew, I mean, really, all my other stuff was broke. This one held up. I think partly when you land wrong, it doesn't have enough, so much mass that things are breaking. And also, every time I break the stock A-arms, I put RPM arms on, which are like indestructible. So, yeah. So I've got a lot of my trucks are half RPM arms, and those I have not broken anything RPM yet. They're out of Michigan. Now the parts cost twice as much, but they last. It's worth it if they're not breaking. Anyway. Where are we at? Man, 125. We're just chilling. I'm going to break out the simulator tomorrow since our flying field is closed. Why would you close a flying field, man? Mike Keller, our Real Flight 9 every day. Bill Surratt wants some hints, Arrows. Mary Boozer says he's going to have to try some trucks too. Going to blow you away, Bill. Going to blow you away. Dan, talk to me this week. Guys, I tell you, I need to just start another channel for trucks because I really always feel weird about putting them out on this one. Anybody who wants to see truck stuff from me, go watch that video. Not right now. Go watch the video we put out this week. Guniac's field just got shut down. Guniac, I think finally today heard me shouting him out in our Avanti video because I knew he was cringing when I flew that little Avanti on the 5000 HRB all the way forward again. Well, I didn't do it the first time. I haven't broken an RA arm, but I ripped a shocking 2 on my Granite. Yeah, Mitchell Farley. It'll happen. You know, man, there's some things I haven't bent a shock shaft, I don't think, but I've broke tons of those ends on them. Yeah, check RC, man. Just like flying, there's so many disciplines, there's so many different parts of the surface aspect as well. Like there's guys who race at a hobby shop close to us, and it's cool, they're good at it, but man, I just want to beat them up with guys who aren't too serious. Now I would love to race some bashers. You could go spec class if you want. I actually have a short course truck and I really, really like it. I like it so much I want to get a bigger one. They don't really jump great. They just parachute, you know. But I think if you get one with a, you know, like kind of the cage in it and the windows open, you have a better chance. Anyway, I always feel bad when I talk about trucks because I built this city on rock and roll. You know what I mean? Chuck GRC, you just got your Arrows RC J3 together over the last week, yeah? Flew my new Mobius camera on my Arrows J3 today. Frickin' SD card wasn't formatted. Got no footage. But that's a nice little cub, isn't it? Yeah, Shadow Ops. Guniac, that Avanti is sweet. He says he goes 4,000 back, I think, in his. Thanks, Roy. Jeremy Diamond, Pylon Racing. Nice check. A test drive dummy. What do you guys think about Pilot Ryan? Pilot Ryan flies planes and flies trucks kind of thing. I like that. Windiana, yes. Michael Honeychuck still rocking his 1986 Optima Turbo. What? RCR Marshall says, Jackson, did you see they're doing a NASCAR iRacing event on FS1 tomorrow with all the Cup drivers doing sim racing? Heck, I'll watch it. That might be one of the best things racing could do for itself is get into esports. Because people who want to do it but can't can get in the game. Ryan, just got my Otter? Is that what you're talking about? Because it says other. Thanks again for the awesome flight demo. Other. You're welcome, Jeff. Dave's RC says, good job, Ryan. Channel killing it, man. Appreciate you. Dave, I'm always... every Friday, I hit Dave Marshall on Messenger. I'm like, where the hell's Dave? Pilot Ryan Ground School, huh? But I'm flying these trucks. There's something cool about saying you're flying trucks. Honestly, these bashers, I didn't know what bashing was until I got in it. I was like, what's that? I didn't know what it was. And then I saw a couple guys air them out, and I'm like, I want to go to there. I want to do that. Because until I really knew they could take that kind of beating from jumping and stuff, you guys, you'll see it in the future. I can't get over this little Typhon here. It's like $399 or $299. I think it's $299, 3S. It's crazy. So I built this ramp. I set it up on top of this hill. There's a big valley and then like volleyball court. And taking it off over the up the hill, up the ramp, backflip just slow, because the tires are little, it doesn't rotate really fast, but just screaming, you know, in the throttle, backflip and just bam, chassis slap, cloud of sand, dust. I really should have been on video, but it'll happen. It'll happen. It'll happen. I really need to take these things. Lawrence, what's up? Thanks for the sticker. You're a Navy guy. Looks like a chief. Or are you an officer, man? Thank you for that. Colin, what's going on? That reminds me, man, your guy at is it Tim? Your guy at VQ wants to talk to me. I gotta set up a meeting with him. Jeff's Custom, Jackson RC, Joe Calavita, what's up? Mr. T1035. No worries, Dave. I just like giving you a hard time. And we miss you. Todd Burrito, what's up, man? Hey, yeah, let me give you a rinse, dude. Hey, old pal, how are you liking that HSD F16 now? Still loving your reaction after the maiden landing. That was me so many times. Keep up the great work, buddy. Todd Burrito says hello. That's Arrows. The web man that holds it together at Motion and does a lot of the design work at Motion, and who I actually met, so to say, online years ago. He was doing design work for FMS boxes and things like this. He was doing some box work, box art. I was trying to get a hold of FMS to fix their manuals. This is a while ago. 2012 kind of time, you know, when I got started really making video. And yeah, funny how it all works out. And then I remember early on at Motion, Mark asked me, hey man, you know Todd Burrito, they're trying to hire people and find talent to help build that business. And he asked me if I knew Todd Burrito, and I was like, yeah, he's a piece of garbage. Don't you? No, I'm kidding. I was like, yeah, I know who he is. He's doing the box art for, FMS. He's got some ends with them, and he's, I think you were doing some, it was trade work, I think. So he was getting some early product and stuff back then, and always did great work and was a prolific member of the RC community. I think really before social, it was all forums. Now there's, you could be very active and not be on forums. I'm not on forums anymore. I spent loads of time on forums. Nothing wrong with them. But I really am not there anymore. But Todd. That's funny. He's like, do you know who Todd Burrito is? He goes by Eros. I was like, yeah, I totally know who that is. Everybody does. Good to see you, man. He was a rocker too, dude. Todd Burrito's a rocker. I think business in the front, party in the back, maybe. 2012, that's like, man, what is that? That's like 56 in model years. Lee Child, what's up? Lawrence Westrick, man, I am not probably gonna try out a helicopter. I'm not into them. Victor Shamulus, appreciate that. Yeah, 10K, man. Judas Priest. Anyone have experience? Yeah, probably a lot of us. GB Linden, hey Todd, are you in Washington? I think so, yeah. Sluggos, what's up, man? Bon Jovi and David Lee Roth back in the day, my poor kids. I'm wanting to make music again. I just don't have time. I just want to do soundtracks to my videos. Trucks. Trucks. I'm going to actually start flying, I think, my kind of more park flyer stuff over there where I drive trucks, because we live right by the neighborhood pool, and there's tennis courts, and there's like a soccer field / baseball diamond, volleyball court, a couple basketball courts. Grasslanders would be fine. Steve Wicker. Flying a helicopter is like trying to balance a marble on an egg. Just saying. I like it. My dad and I used to say that flying planes was like trying to stack BBs. Yeah. White Snake. I know that's Guns N' Roses. Islamic, what's up, man? Rammstein. Are you kidding me, Dan? Du hast mich or what? Dan, you got tickets to Rammstein? What? Joe Habib. Yeah, I think the FMS Avanti is faster. Now, there's some. It depends what you want, though. I really like. Sometimes if you want to do aerobatics and stuff with the jet, it's not the worst thing that it is a little slower. So you can spend that time savoring, the knife edge or a 4-point roll. I really, really liked the Freewing Avanti. Now, I really like the FMS one too, and it rips, and it's a lot of fun. But the Freewing Avanti I think that's going to be a classic plane for a long time. Robert Ramos has 4 helis. Du hast mich or what? Du hast mich. Du hast mich. Rammstein. I think my last name being Ramsey, like Rammstein, like kind of, stuck out at me. Like, not my thing, but it's cool. Ryan is a closet rocker. Oh, man. Andrew Reese, what's up? So, guys, Earl Malger. Somebody asked somebody something, I guess. Steve Wicker flew his Crescendo glider here at the RV park tonight. I had quite an audience. Next time he says he's going to sell popcorn. The Marlin flies great. Says Lawrence flaps out. It lands like an E-Flight T-28. Absolutely. Joe Habib. I've been saying that since the beginning. It's got better gear too. Wider stance. You talking about the Freewing one, dude? Or what? What are we talking about? Rika. Yeah, Lee, you probably don't. I think it means you hate me, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why it's hilarious. Who would sing that? You know what I mean? Do you hate me? Yeah. I took German class, but I was awful. Absolutely awful. And then I lived in Florida for like 9 months. Like, go figure. Like, I should have learned Spanish. So fun. Barry G, thank you, man. Bobby K, that son of a gun's MIA, dude. Bobby K, MIA. That's the name. There we go. Bobby K, MIA. Man, I got a lot of, I think, emails tonight. Holy smokes. Cool, guys. That's very helpful when you put your stinking name in there, your YouTube handle. It's very helpful. Appreciate that. By the way, if you're sending me emails because you want to win planes and you're not subscribed to the channel, it's a big miss on your part. Doesn't mean you can't win. It just means shame on you. That's all. Wild Bill, what's up, man? We're just chilling. We all need this. Blow off steam. Kung Flu can go check itself at the door. Charging packs to fly trucks. Get some merch. Is he at Starbucks? I hope he is. because I need some. I'm about to run in a minute. He's only 6 feet away. Social distancing. Dude, I'll tell you what, I had to work all week. In and out of homes. Awful. Contrary to containment. And, you know, we people got to give me their credit card and I'll punch it in. Or sign an invoice, whatever like this. This week I was like, You tell me your credit card number. And I'll handle it. Nope, you're not signing the invoice. I'm going to sign it for you. I just scribble thank you. It looks like it's in cursive. Nope, sorry. I'm the last guy to be weird about like hand washing and all that kind of stuff. But, I mean, now we need to all be on that. Cloud Streets, does HSD still make turbine airplanes? Yes, 100%. HSD Jets USA, check it out. And I tell you what, on Dave's RC last night, right? We were talking, he was talking, I was always listening. He's talking about one of the CARF jets. And, the prices are staggering. And if that doesn't make the HSD stuff look good, I don't know what does. You listen to the prices on some of these other turbines or next level electric EDFs, and you're like, HSD all day long. Super exciting that HSD USA is here. Because now, I mean, really, it was within this year where we thought parts were not going to be a really viable part of that program, and now they're on there. They're on the website. They're spare parts. So that's what many of us require to have confidence when we make our purchases. He's got support from HSD Direct. So HSD USA is really phenomenal. And after spending that time, I set up that F-16 really, you know, on my own, and I filmed it. Hopefully I'll get a build out on it. I'm no expert yet on the way that board works and the electronics, but I did take notes as I went. I'm not sure I'm going to try to turn that around into a piece to, you know, watch. But on the next one, I will for sure, because I learned a lot on the first one. Now, it builds like any other foamy you've ever had. The what's next level is the amount of systems in it, brakes and lights and stuff. It was really neat, you guys. It was really neat. I've got some other things to do with that F-16. It's in Bobby's hands now. Tim Mueller, no worries. Yeah, that board does a lot. What do they call it? An MFC? The only problem I had, I could not figure out how to have my afterburner off. And I messed with throttle trim and calibration and things like that. But I could not now when I spooled it up, it would get brighter like it's supposed to. Yes, Cloud Streets, it is. Yeah, Mr. JD Crow. Yeah, we're going to be doing the T-33, I'm pretty certain as well. Let's just put it this way. The people at HSD grabbed our shakedown video and put it on the website like right away. We didn't talk. It's okay. Yeah, Lee, I'm charging batteries always. Yeah, Mr. JD. Bobby works hard for me, man. I mean, he jumps when I say jump. You know, that's what's up. Now, him and I both have full-time jobs. I really wish I could put someone to task on some of the administrative duties, honestly. I tell you what, you can tell when someone has more people to help. I can look at the boozers and I can look at Jeff's RC, and I know Jeff's custom RC, and I know right away there's more than one of them doing it. Because things look good. Look, I get the best thumbnail I can, but most of the time I don't design them, you know. But I should be doing that. Yeah, Keller. Yeah, Keller. I tell you what, though, Andy was amazing helping me out. And like I said, I took notes. Tennessee RC is asking Josh Weaver if he'd recommend the GoPro 7 Black to use as a hat cam to record my flights. I think I'm going to try to get one of those too. I don't think I need the 8, but I do want stabilization, and I want it for truck videos. Jeff's Custom RC for sure, dude. Deuces Wild, what's up? Yeah, tell your lady, man. I mean, Jeff, that's what I'm saying. Y'all's Flight Club stuff, that's super smart. Milk that for all it's worth. That stuff looks super cool. See, look, man. I'm a pop art. I don't know if some of you guys probably know what that is. Bold, poppy. Andy Warhol, Roy Lichtenstein. Things like this. That Flight Club stuff is, it's not just cheeky, it's just really slick. It's really cool, and there's a lot of potential with that, you know what I mean? I told the guy who made this, I wanted, you guys know the Warbirds of America, you know, the EAA deal. Like, mix that with, you know, make me and Mike look like cartoons, and, you know, let's do this thing. And the guy did a great job. Too bad Mike pissed 2 weeks after or whatever. But, you know, whatever, such is life. I paid a designer and then yeah. Yeah, Wesley, we know it's all Lori. Yeah, so I can tell. I can tell when somebody knows YouTube. And I'm the same way with the truck guys I watch too. I love Kevin Talbot. Because the guy really plays into the whole YouTube thing and does it right, like super well. Takes full advantage of the platform and actually shows himself in the videos. There's other guys I watch like Rich Duperbash and RC Dude 81. I think it's 81. They make great videos and I'm going to watch them. But you never see the guys. And then Aussie RC Playground, he does a great job too. You can tell he really knows what's up with YouTube. But anyway, those are the kind of guys that inspire me. It's okay. The girl that made the new logo isn't half bad. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, Jeremy Diamond, dude. Kevin's awesome. And the dude's full-time. You know, the guy's full-time. He's doing a great job. He's doing the links in the description. He's got eBay courses and stuff. The dude's killing it. And then he's got another channel for live streams. And he's fun to watch. I mean, it's the community, right? He'll bring out there'll be a handful of them go to the skate park and beat up all their trucks. It's fun. Oh, Todd Breida. What kind of question is that? Those are tough questions. Ryan, what's your favorite EPO model of all time? Curious. I get there can be all kinds of segments and breakdowns, different classes, type sizes, etc. But if you could pick one. Oh, man. You know, oddly, man, I'm thinking of my whole kind of journey. P-47s, kind of favorite warbird of all time. They fly good, make you look like an ace. I thought I was way better than I was because of that snorting bull. 1100 millimeter, full house. I thought I was a badass. You know, it was my first magazine article that I had. Finally got a plane from, I had done the Wildcat from Horizon, but it was like my second Horizon project through the magazine, and I got what was the hottest thing, dude. It was that snorting bull, which I thought was huge. And they sent, you know, the retracts and the pre-bent struts and all that stuff, but it just, no AS3X. There was a guy, Huff Daddy or something like that, on forums, and he was putting 2600s or 2650 like Hobby King batteries in it from the get-go, and they fit perfect, and it just dialed it in on the CG. And so I bought some before I had the plane, I think. That plane was amazing for me. It wasn't my first plane, but it was the one that I really felt like I owned it, dude, every time. And I modified it. I put suspension struts on that thing. And made like got some Dubro tires on there and everything. I was moving from Muncie to here, and I thought I was going to be stuck flying on grass, so I wanted suspension on my plane. And so I got a set of Hobby King Jet struts, which was cool. You buy 2 sets, and you get like 3 sets of suspension because you wouldn't need the third one, you know, for a Warbird. So I made my own, modded up my own, you know, suspension struts and put them on an 1100 millimeter plane, and really owned that one. I mean, really, I feel like cut my teeth on that one. Felt really comfortable, was playing with like long touch and goes. I was still flying in Muncie, so I could land, put it on 2, and drive it the whole stinking way. And I mean, it's so comfortable where I'd be driving it the whole stinking way, and it'd stay down until I took it off. I'm like, all right, so let me put it down on 2 and then give it a click of trim. Just a click of up trim, and watch it just start to come up, but kind of always come back down. It's like, all right, cool. So give it 2 clicks of trim, and just as shallow and as slow as you could get. And then also play with like half flap, you know, hitting the flaps and see what happens. And just really learned a lot on that bird. And really felt, like I said, I felt way ahead of where I was because of the confidence I got from flying that plane. But a little confidence doesn't do you wrong. You know what I mean? It propels you forward if you'll take a hold of things like I tend to do. I mean, I had no business writing for a magazine, but I grabbed it. It's so funny what you learn. Like, I have so much fun doing this. When I was flying for a magazine, I thought it was easy to get photos of planes. So I'd just get any... It's the hardest kind of photography you could ever ask anyone to do, to be honest with you. But I thought, no big deal. So I'd get anybody with a camera to come out and get pictures of me for magazine. We take 1,000 pictures and never get 5 good ones. Like, man, what's the problem, you know? And then one day, it was actually with the Snorting Bull. It was actually windy enough, too, that you could really land it slowing down. And this photographer I had with me that day, Benji Hacker's his name, went to school for photography and was working at a Photoshop and stuff in Muncie. Probably still does. He's like, man, I'm going to get closer. And, man, let me get your landings because they're really slow. It's the only shots I can get of the plane. And I'm like, oh, slow. So it's like eureka moment. Like, because I would always just fly for fun and rip the snot out of it and hope a photographer could get it. Never even thought about it. You know what I mean? They were always a speck. It's like I'm doing tricks and stuff. I wasn't flying for the camera. So the minute with the Snorting Bull, I got the best photos ever because I actually was slowing down. The dude was by me on the approach and getting them, you know, because the wind too, it was really hanging. Coming in slow on approach, and we had the best pictures ever. And from then on, I knew how to fly for the camera. Tim Mueller likes Dave's RC's channel. John T, you retracted a message. Yeah, I hope that's a good response, Todd. I'm actually surprised that was my answer. There's so many things I've flown at this point that are just dynamite. But that one's kind of special. You know what I mean? David yourself, what is up? Let's see, the chat is on fire. Let me make David yourself moderator. So yeah, all you guys who are, Jeremy Sean, what's up, man? Thanks. You guys who are wanting in on that giveaway, make sure you subscribe as well. Yeah, fly close too, Gooniac, for sure. Yeah, the E-flite P-47 is amazing. Yeah, man. I mean, Boozer, they're damn near the same plane. One's just bigger. Yeah, slow and close. That's the one thing I don't get anymore without Mike, is because I don't really worry about Deuces Wild. What's up? Whiskey Tango Foxtrot? What'd you say that I missed, man? I mean, I was looking at the camera talking. Dave's RC. Deuces Wild. Dave's RC. Deuces is talking to you. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, yeah. With Mike and our time at Motion, we were populating the website with our photos. Todd was taking our photos and putting them. Yeah, Jeremy. and so we had to get photos. So a lot of times I would do a flight. You wouldn't really get a shakedown out of me a lot of times over there, because I'd fly 1 or 2, maybe 3 flights worth of batteries through the aircraft for photos. Generally very slow. So I'd trim it if I needed to, but I was into the slow flight right away. I really wish some of that stuff was filmed, because slow and close and a lot of saves. I was figuring out where the stall was right away, you know what I mean? Slow for the pleasure, Danny Miller, yeah. Slow for the pleasure, like our buddies across the pond like to say, right? Craft King, what's happening? Scott's RC World, what's up with all the emojis, y'all? Somebody asked me what's up. Hit the like button, says Barry G. Tim uses the Canon T6. You're a better pilot than I appreciate that, but you know, things change, things evolve. I'm better off now too. I have the best life. I have the best life. And I'm kind of a cynical, crass, high-strung, easily agitated kind of guy, honestly. But it's all luxury. The things that bother me are so not important, right? I have the best life. And a lot of it's attitude and perspective. Anytime I've had my ass kicked or door slammed, another one opens, and it's all about perspective. If you refuse to lose, you never do. You'll always win something, either something you've learned or a new opportunity or whatever. And it's something that comes with being a believer, having faith in that there's a plan bigger than your own involved. Also makes it easy to just like let it go when things don't go your way. So I have the best life. And even when I lose, I win. I always land on my feet and I smell like a rose. And I sound like it, maybe a jerk saying this stuff, but choose winning. So I wish them the best at Motion RC. James, he's not me. I'm not him. He smashes together a better edit than I do, and he's holding together a whole lot of stuff we don't see behind the scenes that I wasn't able to do working full time at a regular job like the rest of us. It's cool. So fair winds and following seas, you know, the best to them. I'm doing great, and that 5 years of working that close with a company and building a brand and that company from zero. I mean, really, 4 or 5 months after they started, I was in there like swimwear. I learned an awful lot during that time. So it's a win for me. And God bless them. The most success ever. Now, I hope the boats do well for them. But That was a surprise. That was a surprise. Sean Gallagher, what's up, man? Airhammer, nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah, George. Thanks, dude. Oh, yeah, Danny. It seriously is. It is all perspective, mindset, and you know, I know in today's world you're supposed to keep your stuff to yourself, but you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to keep it. Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine. You're supposed to let it shine. If you have that, I'm not beating anyone over the head with it, although the world probably needs it. Anybody ever wants to know how I get through or get by or deal with life, that's the answer. It's not that complicated, folks. Amen. LJ Hobby Life says, I used to like bots when I lived in Central Florida. Nah, you mean boats, I'm sure, right? Who's leaving? Dave. I think he's just coming in. Good evening, everybody, says Kowishki, whether he's leaving or not. Motionless, you're slowly turning into Hobby King MK2. Mark II, says John T. Well. Why don't you fly any of the Seabart jets? Because they haven't sent me any. Jay Burke. Yes. Yep. Yeah, Todd. It's cool, man. Fred Barron RC, man. Thank you so much. Fred Barron, ladies and gentlemen. Blow him up with some emojis. Fred is one of the greatest supporters the community of RC YouTubers have ever seen. Yep, I refuse to have a bad attitude about things, you guys. And, you know what? You don't sit around and feel entitled or wait for things to happen for you either. You just go. You just go. Things didn't work out the way I wanted them to. I wanted to be in Georgia too. It didn't work out that way. That's okay, man. It's okay. But I never quit moving. We went back to this dead channel that sat here for 5 years and we just crossed 10K. It was a year and a half. Year and a half ago, I come back to a channel with maybe 2,000, maybe under 2,000 subs. And look what we've done together, you guys. Because I already had your attention. And I love what I do. I love what I do. I feel like I actually do it more now, in a way. Look at all the emojis for our friend Fred. Look at that. Nice. RC Waz, dude. Hey, that's cool, man. You know what's awesome? I get to do both. Planes with float, says Wayne's RC. Furball. Jay Price. You're in Georgia. Fred says thanks. That's it, John T. No one's going to hand it to you. Fred has real impact. Positivity, 100%. If the world was filled with Freds, it'd be a much better place. That's right. Jeremy Sean, that's nice of you, man. That's nice of you. You know, Bobby and I would like to just keep on going even stronger. You know, Jeremy Sean, you know what's so neat about me getting out of the tunnel vision sometimes? I'm going to kind of pause these comments. Race 22 crew. Hey, that's Warren, right? That's Warren. I think. Either that or it's our or it's our man Crosdale. Who's Race 22? Jeremy Sean, back to your comment. I spend my money based on your opinion. Thank you for that. And what's neat about getting out of the tunnel vision sometimes, like I'll check out cameras, I'll check out trucks, is you find the guys you trust and that give you what you want when you're trying to decide what to do, what to buy next, what to pine over, you know, save up for. And because I step outside of this little space and go run down a camera rabbit hole or run down the truck rabbit hole, or even how to fix stupid stuff like, my gosh, what I fix things. Oh yeah, showers, you know, like the mixer valve. Like you find your people that offer you value in those niches, and they really don't know how important they are sometimes, because we really do determine what we're going to get next by either the person we trust gives us the info we need, or we like seeing them having fun with it, and so we want to be part of the club. I get it. When you guys say that stuff to me, I want you to know that I get it, because I'm the same way. I research these trucks, and that's what's happening. There aren't many people that give honest opinions, says Guniak. Too many fanboys. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, okay. Ray, you like what me and Rich are bringing? Best people in the world, Mike Keller. Todd Breed is getting out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for the comment, and thanks for coming by, Todd. That F-16, I wasn't kidding. My heart was pounding, boy. And we got Bobby fly too. We flew it 4 times that day. So I'm going to smash it up in a multitude of different ways. I got to crank through some edits for the release this week. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Everybody blow Todd up. Thanks, Ray. Airhammer, appreciate that. Yeah, man, you know what? I realized after years and years of doing this that I really was onto something, kind of by mistake, but really because you guys would give feedback. You guys were more my bosses than anybody, because really I kind of just worked remotely in a different place. I had the only time I really needed contact with the company was when it was time for more projects. Or if they're like, hey, man, we're sending some, a new one. Obviously, it's got to fast track the other list of backlog you have, because I operated with a backlog forever. Talk about pressure. But, we really worked, kind of governed ourselves. So you guys were more the bosses than anybody. And I would see, hadn't been making videos 9 months when we got recruited. And so we're taking y'all's comments and, okay, taking that to heart. People want to know where you put your battery, what battery are you using, what'd you come down at, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. So we listened. You guys, we listened to those questions, and I always try to deliver. The video to me is a living, breathing, organic FAQ. We're showing having fun. We're showing the limits a little bit. I'm not the best pilot ever, but I'll talk. And the guys who need the most encouragement and help and confidence building, I think they get that from me just by me saying what works for me and those kind of things. And then the data, where we put the battery, even though I'm always nose heavy, what they come down at, that kind of stuff is like hugely important. It seems like it's not a big deal, but every one of my new YouTuber friends that talks to me, I'm like, you guys got to show what you're doing. And you need to also use the book rates. Even if you don't like them, it's a point of reference. That's the value that you guys want, whether you know you need it or want it or not. And so that's what we do. And that's why you guys keep coming back. And that's why it works, is because we listen, and we want to please. That's what's up. Because we want the same thing when we're watching videos. I mean, I remember watching videos years ago. Me and Mike both were like, man, where's the landing? They're cutting them off. I guarantee it ground looped, or they nosed it over, whatever. They'd edit them out. We really try to show everything. Now, when I was there for 5 years holding it down on the corporate tip, I had to show the best of everything. Now, I get it really... Now, listen, it's not like I was hiding anything either. I mean, I did okay. But we did have a job to do. It's different now. Mr. T 1035 would have never went RC Jet Works if Rye wouldn't have highlighted them. Yeah, man, that's how it goes, guys. And I'm having the best time. I'm having the best time. Me and Bobby's the only problem is we can't do it long enough or more. Ha. Yeah, guys, I want to save you crashes. It's good for the hobby and it's good for you when we help each other. David, yourself is going to leave. See you later, man. I know I'm way behind. Influence is a responsibility. Thank you. Thank you, Jay Burke. Hey, Ryan, you should try putting 2 of those 7,000 smart batteries in that F-16. Maybe you get 3 or 4 minutes. You being smart, man? We had 3 minutes. Easy. I'm going conservative on like our very first flights. We still had decent cells left. Now, on the first one, we had done all our taxi tests on it. And I'm nervous. I'm in the throttle hard, dude. You guys don't want to see it fly as slow as it can for 4 minutes. You want to see someone rip it up, too. Honestly, we landed with the 5570C Roaring Tops in a place we liked them. And honestly, I respect the cost of that jet. I'm nervous about it. And so when we found something that worked for us, we just kept it that way. I want some more experience with that jet. But for now, we just stuck with it like that. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what you get sometimes in milliamps, you lose in weight penalty. Shelby Sealback, what is up? You know what? If you really want longer on those jets, go turbine. Oh, they'll fit. They'll fit, and there's definitely enough room to balance it. Definitely enough. Bill Surratt. Whoa, slow down. Havoc. Rolling loops, no bueno. You notice I didn't do that on the Avanti. Awesome, Scott's RC World. Take care. See you later. Stay well, everybody. Tim Mueller. The F-35, is it kind of spooky because it's small, or is it spooky because it's big? I really didn't get enough time with the F-35. I got rid of it because I needed room. I only flew it with 5,000s, and I think 4,000s are the sweet spot. Pay attention what other guys are doing. Get on the forums, go to Hobby Squawk, whatever, because I think a lot of guys are taming down the throws a lot. What'd I miss? Weaver. What'd I miss, Weaver? Oh, Blockbuster. Well, that's Bobby's plane, man. Bobby works hard. I give him a lot of planes. Except he's flaked on me today. That's alright, man. Kung flu and all. Just stay home. Man, 9,000 views on that HSD deal. And it's not a week old. I love it. Yeah, Dakota Sexton, mechanically do what you can to maybe dumb the throws down on the F-35. I mean, you really only need the rudder for the... Make sure you have enough rudder for the taxi to be like you want. Reginald Prada, the F48S. I got rid of it. I got a 6S, my Navy one, Red Rippers, I think it is. Yeah, 4,000s are totally the sweet spot on the F-35. I think GB Lennon flies his a lot, and he's got. You check him out on his rates. Yeah. In the Tube Deep and GB Lennon got videos on the F-35. Our friend who's getting ready to maiden. Yours. Check that out. Ask questions in their comment section after you subscribe and all that good stuff. Tim Mueller, let me pump the brakes on this chat right now. Tim Mueller asked about the Rebels 70 millimeter. I mean, if you have one already, fly the paint off of it. If you're looking to buy a entry-level EDF, yeah, I think those older jets are time to move on. It's time to move on. If you need a beginner jet, there's 4S jets that are pretty sweet. I like the Marlin for 4S. If you're going to go 6S, there's some other stuff that's going to be better than that Rebel, I think. I don't think the Rebel has enough elevator in it. And the power system, to me, now it's a 4S jet, but it ate those 4S batteries up hard. So if you know you want to fly jets, make the commitment and get some 4006S packs, and that's going to open the world to 80 and 70 millimeter jets to you. There's a lot of offerings in the 80 to 70 millimeter range from, all the companies together. The Rebel, I was not a big fan of it, honestly. I mean, I had fun when we flew it years ago, but knowing what I know now and flying what I've flown, there's better stuff. Yeah, I want rudders on every plane I have, David Martin Graff. It needs them. Every plane you have should have rudders. Oh, yeah, you definitely gotta dial down the F-35 rudders for sure. Let's see. Tim's new to jets. What have you been flying, Tim? The Liebherr, yeah. Yeah, look on the other side of the tail. It says Liebherr. What have you been flying, Tim Mueller? The Havoc is super responsive. It's awesome, but it's super responsive. David Martin Graff says he's going for the E-flite Viper. And of course, everything you guys are going for is via pilotryanmedia.com. Of course, check out the merch shelf on YouTube. Bling it on. Yeah, the E-flite Viper is a good one. I think if you know you're going to move up into jets, though, there's some other stuff too that would be okay. Eddie K, yeah, I did see that big Hangar 9 Carbon Cub. I didn't check it out though, because it's just not my style at the moment. Farmer Man, you out of here, man? See you later. Check out Farmer Man, guys, if you want to learn how to make breakfast, ride snow machines, and land the baddest EDFs on grass. 64s. Okay. Oh, man. LJ Hobby Life. They're both super fast. They're both super fast, and they have big battery compartments. You know what I mean? I don't think the Havoc has lights, does it? Troy Crank. Thanks, man. Yeah, Bill, Havoc not for a first jet. If you wanted a sport jet, I'd say look at that E-flite Viper or an Avanti style airframe like the Marlin or the Avantis. Ryan, was the JP6S EDF system worth the money in the F4? You know what? If you like that sound, yes. The performance, it's hard to tell really a huge difference for me. I felt like it was a little bit more efficient. Boy, it looks amazing. You know what I mean? I think it's a little bit easier on the batteries, but yeah, George, sorry guys, I know I'm all over the place. George, I had to get my own extensions. I bought like 14 male-to-male extensions from Motion. I only used a few, but I got 14, so I think I could get over $100 or whatever. And then, because I'm going to use them on the, the T-33. But yeah, I had to get, Servo leads, yeah. That was really it. And of course the receiver and all that stuff. Ryan O, I would get a Viper, but other guys in my field have it. I'm one of those people who wants to keep my hanger different. If you got the skills, dude, the FMS BAE Hawk is one of my favorite Goshawks. And it's an awful lot like a sport jet. You know what I mean? An awful lot like a sport jet. I did model rockets when I was a kid. Here's a good one, guys. All right, let me keep up with everybody here. How would you compare the Viper to the FMS Avanti? Is the Avanti wingspan the same? The FMS Avanti is probably a little bit smaller on wingspan. I think the E-flite Viper flies lighter, but it's also more confined. The battery compartment is a lot smaller on the E-flite Viper versus the Avanti. So that's what's beautiful about that Marlin is it can take a wide range of 4S packs. The Marlin is basically an Avanti, right? It's just smaller. So in Avanti, you have a huge battery compartment, which is going to really make it easy to get batteries in and out, play with your CG, all that good stuff. So I think the Avanti, the thing that's going for the E-flite Viper is the onboard tech that comes included. If you put that same stuff in the Avanti, it would win hands down to me. When you flew the Freewing T-33, I haven't flown it yet. So I can't answer that one. Did you do the flap to elevator mix as stated in the manual? You have to watch our video. I don't know. Bobby's the one who flew it. Mine's still in pieces. I got other work that takes priority from like sponsored companies. So I bought that one. It can wait. David Martin Graff, you know what? Just do what the book says on flaps. Set it up by the book. And then if there's a discrepancy, then mechanically adjust the linkages to get them to neutral out. Josh Weaver, Pilot Ryan, what would you suggest for a first 90mm for me? He's been flying the F-15 64mm, F-35 70, Havoc 80. I got grass and open asphalt. Are you thinking sport or military, Josh? We're going to answer this before we move on. Guys, I just stop the chat sometimes because it's going so fast. I want to just stick with a situation. I got to get more coffee, you guys. So, I do need to move the chat so I can see his answer. So, man, it goes fast. I'm so sorry. So, holy smokes. Sport. Are you liking the Havoc? Have you flown it, Josh? Deuce is wild. See you later. I got you, Josh. Sport. Okay. So are you digging the... you flying the Havoc? You liking it? I'm waiting to see his answer. All right, Deuces, see you later. Havoc was lovely. And you want to go sport again. So, do you want to go sport for speed or sport for like playing with aerobatics? Thompson's Hangar, what's up, man? All right, Jackson, see you later. Working on the Hangar 9 PA-18. Havoc was great all around. And you're wanting a 90mm jet, though, that's sport. So the only 90mm sport jet, honestly, is the FMS Scorpion. Otherwise, you're looking at 80mm or 70mm for sport jets. So if you're looking for a 90 and you want to go sport, I can't think of anything else other than the FMS Scorpion. We did videos on it. back on this channel. It's pretty wicked plane, you know. It's really neat, actually. It's got neat suspension. It's big. It's a big bird, you know what I mean? If you wanted to go sport and not worry about it being 90, I think you go the other end of the spectrum and get like the free wing Avanti, honestly. You've got the Havoc, which is very responsive, flies kind of heavy compared to the free wing Avanti. So you would have two bad Mamma Jamma sport jets. The Avanti's got supreme lights, nice landing gear, and it's big. So it's really going to let you enjoy some of the maneuvers and stuff a little bit more time to savor it. Flies lighter on the wing. And then so you'd have the Avanti, which would take grass or pavement, and flies really light, just floats. And then you'd have the Havoc that's like kind of, man, it's a lead sled, you know, it's kind of coming in hot. Yeah, John T. Yeah, I'm sure he did, man. I mean, every video he makes is pretty darn good. We had fun with ours too, man. We did this the big orange Scorpion on this channel a while back. Also, me and Mikey. Dude, the little FMS 70mm is a ripper, Josh. But you were talking about 90s. John T, Taft Hobby Viper 90mm. Yeah, I did throw one around in Texas, and it's an E-flite Viper shape, but it's bigger. And actually, it was with Flying Ant and RC Jetworks Andy and Dave Hawker and Dennis Farley and those guys. The Taft 90mm Viper is a sweet bird. It really is. You might reach out to HSD Jets USA, see if you can't get one. Can you guys talk to yourselves while I get some coffee real quick? 145. F100. Hey, you guys got to get Flex to send me an F100. Hey, I'll be right back. I'm getting some coffee. Stick around. Thumbs it up, all that stuff. Check out the merch shelf. Weep. Oh no, Tim. What are you guys trying to pull conspiracy on me? Flying Ant, man, good to see you, bro. What's Mike Keller got to open? That's too bad about Bob Violet. Was he an older gentleman? Bob Violet Models, guys. BVM. That's the man. Yeah, guys, get me a no sugar, just cream. While on the run, flying ant never sits down. Josh is good at talking to himself. What'd I miss, bro? What are you trying to say? I'm going backwards, you guys. Any of you guys go to what was I gonna say? I'm sorry. Man, look at all these emojis. I forget what I was gonna say. What was I saying, man? Did we ever get anywhere with Josh on his jet? $399 for a Freewing Stinger 90mm extreme performance. Not the latest tech, but hey. I had the Stinger 90. Let me tell you something. I took a lot of lumps and took the back seat and didn't always get to do projects I wanted to do. But I wanted to do it anyway, so I bought the Stinger 90 and we did one anyway. And I kept that Stinger 90 until I saw the first Avanti videos from California. It was actually Victor Chachenko flying it. And the minute I saw that video of that jet flying, I let go of my Stinger 90. The Avanti, man, I'm telling you. Bill Flynn, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Just cream, no sugar. Irish whiskey, that's a good idea, but I don't have any. I'm already spunky enough. I don't think it's not a good idea for me to stay in front of the camera and drink. All right. Man. Guys, I haven't even checked out that F100 a lot. But it is a 90. Yes, Fred, that's true. That's true. Whiskey. Back when I first started this stream, I used to get off camera and nip some makers. I don't do that anymore. But yeah, flying ant, dude. You know what you got to do if you don't have time to get to the airfield? You don't have time to be flying planes? Start flying trucks. You can do them about anywhere. Yep. Bill Flynn got to test out his IX-12. That's fantastic. RC Madness pre-ordered the F100. John T says the exchange rate stinks. Still a PG show? Yep. Trying to be. RC Stinger says, John T, send him your email. RC Madness has the Fly F100. Dave Marshall was talking about the F100 on his show. When you see it from the top, there's a lot of wing there. It'd be interesting, you know. It looks like they designed out maybe some. I mean, Dave was almost knocking on the F86 like it looks like a Warbird they just threw a motor through the front of. I think that's what's awesome about it. North American Aviation, you know, F86 looks like a Warbird, really, with wing through the middle, and there's no delta to the wing, but it's swept. Well, you look at the F100, and it's very much F86, except it's got, like, you know, the different intake, but it does have more of a delta to the wing. So it sweeps like the F86, but it's more of a delta, so a way wider wing root, which would make for more area, and I'd be interested. And also, they're starting to flatten out the fuselage on the F-100, not so tubular. So, you know, interesting. In a way, too, it looks like a MiG-21 slightly, where the so the wing's on the very bottom of the tube, so to say, on the F-86, but it's up a little bit more into the fuse on the F-100, and the you know, MiG-21, obviously. Yeah, not when flying. I never drink when I really don't drink that much. I freeze it now, eat it like a popsicle. Ha! Flying ant. You got water where you're at? You got water where you're at, you gotta look out for alligators. Haha. Yeah, Josh Weaver, man, honestly, no worries at all. And if you want to talk more about it and stuff, man, get me on the line. You know what I mean? Get me on the line. We'll Is Cody in here? Somebody said hi to Cody. Man, it goes so fast, you guys. I guess he is. People are saying hi. Hey, Cody. What is up? Man, it goes so fast. You know, I don't have any camo jets anymore, so the F-100 would kind of fit the bill. Guys, I need a studio, like legit, where I can hang up everything, because it's a museum over here, you guys. Cody Adair, what's up? Rick and Roy, the D400, along with a couple other things, are next on our priority. I cannot wait to, Roy. You've already flown yours, though, haven't you? Airhammer says you can see straight down the F-100's throat. Flex needs to reach out like everybody else. Get in line, Clementine. Let's do this. I think Cody Adair changed his avatar, man. It looks nice. It's hard to see. Is that an F-16, man, or a Sukhoi? What is that? Everybody wishing Cody well wishes. We hit 10K this week, guys. I woke up one morning, it had 10,001. Estuardo Mendez, sup, man? I love your vids. First time watching your stream. Oh, sweet, man. Thanks for coming by. We have a great time. This is show number 86. 86 Saturdays in a row. We get in here and just blow hard about whatever. F-16. Yeah. All right, Flying Ant. Don't be a stranger. Thanks for coming by, man. Good to see you. Tell everybody in Texas hello. Even the Democrat friends that we might have. I'm just teasing. We don't care about any of that, man. We're all Americans, ain't we? Or unless you're not, and then it's still cool that you're here. Thanks, Flying Ant. Yeah. So next weekend, you guys who didn't hear me tell it earlier, next weekend show is where we're going to do the 10K giveaway. We're going to do a plane from BitGo Hobby, Arrows RC, and from Horizon Hobby, we're doing the E-flite Turbo Timber. That's next weekend. You have to submit an email with your YouTube name and your FAA comment receipt to info@pilotryanmedia.com to be entered to win the giveaway next week. There's going to be another giveaway April 11th where I'm going to waive that stipulation. You need to be a subscriber, though, to both of these. I mean, if you win and you don't subscribe, you're a jerk. You know what I mean? RC Madness. Yeah, you know what I gotta say? I'm just gonna stop this. Ultra Micro Turbo Timber. Yes, I didn't say that right. Yeah, it's an Ultra Micro Turbo Timber next weekend, and then I gotta get with BitGo and see what plane we're giving away, or if it's a choice. And same with Arrows. I want to see what they want to do. And then I think there's some other maybe community members who are wanting to get in on that giveaway as well. So that's just very cool. And I'll probably, throw in something as well and all that kind of stuff. I wish they have a LSD ship. The USS, I was on the USS Ashland, LSD 48. If they had one of those boats, I'd kind of probably want it. The prices are pretty steep for what, you know, unless you're in, I mean, if you're into them, it doesn't matter, you know. But I got to tell you, and I'm really not trying to be funny, I was a little bit relieved it was boats because I told Bobby right after that announcement I'd just say $500 because it wasn't a jet or a prop plane I had to have. So, look, I hope it does well for him. You know what I mean? I hope it does well for him. But I think we were all expecting something that flies, you know. So I think that the more they diversify, I don't know. I can't speak for them. I do not know anymore. I'm not in the circle. But I think the more they get into other segments, maybe the more clearly they'll define perhaps the announcements. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I hope it does well for them. But I think we were all kind of surprised a little bit. Yeah, I'm certain I've done more than 86 shows. I really only number them on the Saturday. There probably were 2 number ones. I mean, who knows? There's been a few where the chat has kicked me out and I've started it again. So that one will always keep the same number. Let's see. Oh man, it goes so fast. Victor Shamulus, unsub because I can't find my FAA submission. What are you talking about? Don't unsub. Thanks, Fred. Let's see. Man alive. It goes so fast. Yeah, it's the Ultra Micro Turbo Timber Air Marshal. Gibby Goo, man, I mean, listen, that place is known for aircraft, so it's fairly safe to say that people were very surprised, and perhaps that's not what they were expecting. Yeah, if you're into sailboats and boats, that's dope, but it's a place that's known for aircraft, so yeah, Paul, it's cool, man. I'd just say $500 though. Brian Hanbury, what's going on? I'm just trying to keep up, you guys. There is so much happening. Air Marshal, yeah, get with me. There's going to be some other prizes, it seems like. Good evening, Pilot Ryan. What's your thoughts on the 80mm Scorpion? My thoughts on the 80mm Scorpion is get the 90. I'm not just being funny. The 90 flew so much better than the 80. The 80's awesome, but they're a little bit tricky to land. So I thought the 90 was easier to deal with. It sounds amazing. That 90mm FMS unit is actually pretty baller. It's a nice fan. I asked FMS directly. I was like, did you ever think it, because I love their end runners. Everyone else does too. I was like, did you ever think about making a 90mm end runner? And they're like, well, when we did the testing, the difference between the 90mm end runner and the outrunner was so small that it didn't justify going into production to make the end runner. So that's how good that 90mm outrunner is. So yeah, go to pilotryanmedia.com, click Horizon Hobby, get you an FMS Scorpion instead of the 80 all day long. Ha! RC Waz, dude, I do remember GWS foam. And they were going from gearbox systems to brushless. So they were like, not overpowered in a bad way, but these planes were built for these, you know, nickel metal batteries and brushed gearbox systems, and all of a sudden you're putting like outrunners in them, and they were like, man, they were fast. Thank you, Fred. Show 86, F86, congrats on the shows and subs. Thank you. RC Air Marshal RC Air Marshal says whoever wins the Ultra Micro Turbo Timber, he'll throw in a 6-pack of 280 milliamp 2S batteries. That's awesome. Victor, back to this. Unsub because I can't find my FAA submission. Don't unsub. Just write me an email. Say the dog ate your homework, Victor. You've been with me forever. It's okay. You're fine. Okay? GB Linden is considering the jet boat. Cool, man. You like turbos? You like timbers? You like ultra micro turbo timbers? You like more KV? Yeah, it's cool, man. It's not for everybody. Mark Shirey, why did Motion stop selling FMS products? You know what? There's a lot of business deals that go on in the back, and basically what had happened was FMS signed a deal to be exclusive with Horizon Hobby, and then when Motion quit selling Horizon Hobby products, well, that also dried up the potential to be able to sell FMS stuff. So you got to get FMS stuff through me now, PilotRiderMedia.com. You can get FMS stuff at Horizon Hobby. You can get it at Hobby Zone, whatever you prefer. Seth Hunt, I want an F100 from Flex. Absolutely. I think it would be great to have on the show and talk about, fly it. And are you with Flex, Seth? You need a wrench, whoever you are. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Regardless if you're with Flex or not, man, we want to do an F100, but we're so busy over here, man, we really don't buy a lot of stuff. Okay. Mitchell. Oh, my gosh, it goes so fast, y'all. This is the place to be, though. Original Gangster of live streams, RC style, aircraft. I tell you, we've really kicked off something, you guys. We'll give a rundown of the shows that happen all week long, every day. Especially now with cabin fever upon us, with the Kung Flu fever, we can hang out in live streams and BS RC every night of the week and Friday at lunchtime. Let's see. Mitchell N, off topic. Nothing's off topic on this show. This is like the Seinfeld of live streams. Very rarely do I have an agenda. Sometimes I do. Mitchell N, off topic, but I'm curious of your honest opinion of both the FMS A10 V2 Arctic Camo and the FMS F7F Tiger Cat. I just purchased both. Read all the threads on the forums on the No Holds Barred. We flew them both on this channel. Go back and watch our videos and you tell me what you think. We had a blast every time on either one of those aircraft. Freewing has a big 1700 millimeter A10. Takes 2 6S batteries. You probably know this. It's nice, and it's it's in a way a marvel in engineering. You know, it's the biggest foam A10 that there is currently. I had that one. We worked that one up. If you watch the videos of Motion, those are mine. Those are our videos. Great plane. It's heavy, though, with the 2 batteries in it. The FMS A10, 1 6S pack, flies just as long, sounds mean on those end runners, and flies a lot lighter. It's a lot easier on the wing loading. It's a little bit more, for me, a little bit more of a load off, you know, when I'm flying it. The Tiger Cat from FMS, I flew the other one, too. The 1700 millimeter Tiger Cat on 1 6S pack, if you've got the money to swing, that's the one. If you're a 4S guy, you can't go wrong with the other one. It just depends where you want to roll. So you did good on both of those purchases. The Arctic Camo FMS A10, fantastic. The FMS, I'm looking at them right now. I got them. The F7F Tiger Cat, fantastic plane. You can't go wrong. Check out our videos, man. Comment in the videos. Go back after the stream or whatever and watch them on this channel. We did them. Let's see. All right. Yeah, they are both awesome, says John T. That's true, man. Ultra Micro Turbo Timber is awesome. RC Air Marshal just put out a video on the Ultra Micro Turbo Timber on floats. Thanks, Johnny Cornett. Yeah, I'll be checking my junk mail too, guys. Hey, Pusha Studios. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, we hit 10K like this week. We're on show number 86, man. We're about to hit, what am I going to say, 100. And I got my merch shelf. Hey, I didn't even wait a week. I got it all figured out. I got my merch shelf going. That's why I went with Teespring early on. So when I hit that 10K, the integration was there, like plug it in. And yeah, I haven't sold a shirt, but that's okay. I just wanted that merch shelf. Good to see you guys. Yeah, guys, check out Seth Hunt. What's the story on Seth Hunt? M-Shag. The FMS Avanti. Yeah, dude, it does fly like it's on rail. Arrows RC, I thought so. Yeah. Was that Seth Arnold? What was that guy's name in the chat? Something else? Seth Hunt is what it says. Yeah, get with me for addresses, guys. There's ways to find me. Lay it on me. Southern Athletes, hello, what is up? Got into, let's see, man. Then what was that, on Facebook or Instagram? Where did I see that? Guys, Pusha Studios, you want to learn a lot about YouTube. Pusha Studios is in the chat right now. They do a lot of discussion. They're so far up in it with YouTube. I'm not sure they really know how much value they bring. Because all you got to do is hang out for a little while in their chats. They do a tech talk on Tuesday. They do a lot of where they'll build up and pump up other YouTube channels, but they really know their stuff. And just hang out for a while and you'll learn something. Estuardo Mendez, any tips for the Freewing F22 Raptor? Anything you did after the videos? You know what? The only thing I usually do after the videos that's different at all is I will kind of slightly move batteries back. I always start a little bit nose heavy early on. But the F22 videos, if you do what I did in the videos, you'll be fine. That plane is really awesome. And I really want to fly it some more. That's a plane that's so cool, I want two of them. Like I want one with like vectoring, you know what I mean? But I don't have the time to do it. Let's see, it is flying. Yeah, somebody said one dislike, that's okay. They must be having a miserable time with themselves. I tell you what's so funny. For as easily triggered the whole world is and offended, the fact that they still allow dislikes on YouTube, to me, is funny. I don't mind snarky comments. At least you know what it is and you can fire back. But you cannot rebut. You cannot say, you can't do anything with a dislike. Other than be like, I wonder what that was about. You know what I mean? You can't improve off of that. It's just, I don't like it. They can get rid of that, if you ask me. Seth Hunt, you got a wrench, man. I gave you one. $50. Whoa! Oh man, thank you so much, Pusha Studios. Awesome. Guys, if I miss anything, hit me again, because yeah, Chuck. Yeah, George, I don't understand it either. Dad, what's going on? Let's see. We got a new person in the room. Southern Athletes. What is a good beginner plane that is pretty big? You know what? So you have a place that you can fly it that's bigger than a park or something like that. Honestly, If you're starting from scratch, I think you got to go with one of the ready-to-fly planes. I think the Mini Apprentice from Horizon Hobby is a fantastic ready-to-fly package at like I think it's around $250. You get the radio and everything. It comes with technology that helps smooth out the bumps and stuff if it's windy. There's loads of videos on that Mini Apprentice out there. If you go to pilotryanmedia.com and click Horizon Hobby and check out the airplanes, check out the RTF or beginner planes, whatever they've got it segmented like, and check out that Mini Apprentice. And now there's loads of other planes that would be good for beginners. They have a bigger Apprentice too. That's like a 55-inch wingspan, but you're looking at like 350 instead of like 250 if I remember right. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Yep, Cody agrees. Mini Apprentice is a great first airplane. Or the Aero Scout. Yeah, the Aero Scout's going to be a good one too because it's a pusher prop. And if you do bring it in on its nose, it's not going to hurt you. You still be flying. It takes a lot to break a prop on a plane that's a pusher prop. So check out that Aero Scout. It's new. It's got a very durable looking tricycle landing gear. And it's going to be, like I say, a pusher prop. And it's going to have all the cool onboard tech that helps a beginner out, like progressive modes of safe technology, beginner, intermediate, and expert, as well as AS3X that helps just smooth it out. All that sounds really fancy, but it's already programmed into it for you, basically. Just read the easy-to-follow manual, and you could be up and going in no time. Let's see. Cool, Victor. Yeah, man, listen. You guys who've been with me forever, you're in the drawing. You know what I'm saying? If you've been with me forever, since the beginning, you're in the drawing. Hell or high water, okay? Dad says hi to everybody. Dad, I got your letter. Thanks so much, man. That's fantastic. Thanks, Dad. What? Raven Rock? That's crazy advice. You're mean. Raven Rock says, get a Mirage. Set 100% rates for everything. Send it. No way. That's the worst advice you give anybody. Oh, man. Drill bit. I tell you what, you want to make a wormhole, gateway into another dimension, fly that Mirage on 100% rates and flick an aileron roll. See what happens. You go back in time and keep the Kung Flu in China. Tim Mueller, yes. I love this show. Yeah, man, Hobby Zone Champ 2011, dude. We still have those videos out. Victor Shameless, thanks for the super chat. Yes. Pusha Studios, man. Appreciate you. Olsen Aviation, thank you for that. Dave Kowalski got one of those pits too. Are they in stock now, Olsen? Or are they still waiting? Jeff's Customer C says hi to my pops. Joseph Ramsey. He spells his name cool, doesn't he, guys? Isn't that cool? You guys, I'm telling you what. You guys who have kids, you are powerful. Don't be so busy with this world that you miss out on those kids. It's easy to get too busy, you guys. The most important thing you're going to do is those kids. Your kids become what they look up to. Be something they look up to. My dad is a slick dude. So if I'm slick at all, he's a big part of the reason why. Ted Collins, welcome. Have a wrench, my friend. We have a great time here, man. I tell you what, some people just RC a little bit, kind of weekenders. A lot of us here are obsessed. We're absolutely nuts. it's a way that we can, you know, throw off the stresses of everyday life and just come together and be kids again. But like now we're like professionally good at being kids. Like I swear I really learned how to play the older I got, because you have less time, so you're really able to hone in. When it's time to play, it is time to play. Do all the responsibilities you have to do all week long. Honeydew, if it's windy, get the honeydews done. That way when it's nice, man, no bother. Me and Bobby were out filming all day Sunday last week. No one bothered us all day. All day. You know why? Because we got them honeydews done during the week. Oh, Seth Hunt, I'm telling you, my heart was out of my chest, and it's not just an expression, dude. When I flew that F-16, holy smokes. Only you can prevent gray thumbs. Oh man, awesome. Ethan RC, what's going on? Hey man, I remember when I was a kid at school and they'd give you a tardy slip and they'd want you to write why you were tardy. You know what I wrote on my excuse on my tardy slip? I was tardy because I was late. Johnny Cornett, which Scorpion are you looking for? That 80 millimeter? They probably did discontinue it. Here's why. Back in the day when they released the Super Scorpion, they let some Chinese videos come out early of a guy landing it and bouncing it so high, stalled it out, and I think landed upside down. I'm not kidding. And that's too much prior to release in the States or something. There's nothing that kills sales better than a video in a crap weather of a day and a bad landing anywhere, whether it's overseas or not. So that 80 millimeter Scorpion was done before it ever got here, if you ask me. And that was the example I always used when I went to bat with the companies, to tell them to get us early models. Get us early models so we can be the first media on these things. We actually care what the videos look like. We're going to do a good job. And if we screw up our landing, we're smart enough to not show it on a product that hasn't been released yet. Not to be disingenuous, but if you screw up a landing, that was the pilot screwing that up. But it looks bad on the plane. So anyway, I'm telling you, you're not going to find the FMS Super Scorpion on motion. And the 80 millimeter Scorpion probably is discontinued. I was tardy because I was late. Car sickest. I'm here, but I don't talk much. What's up? Well, you get a wrench anyway. All right? Maybe you can fix your sick car that way. Let's see. Captain Blosh and Pilot Robert Durock. Let's see. Tardy because I party. Let's see. Hey, it's this guy. Let's see. Catching up. Yeah, dude. Yeah, RC Air Marshal, true. Yeah, Joel Kirsch, dude. The 90 millimeter Super Scorpion is dope. Sean Gallagher, see you later, my friend. Ethan RC, man, it's harder than it looks, isn't it? Getting video of airplanes. Southern Athletes, we flew the Air Tractor on 4S and it was fully capable. Johnny Cornett, you ought to be able to find the 90 millimeter Scorpion at either hobbyzone.com or Horizon Hobby. Look in the FMS planes list. Go to Pilot Ryan Media, click Horizon Hobby, look at the FMS planes. If it's not there, do the same thing and go to Hobby Zone and see if you can find it. Olsen Aviation, I can't tell you. Ha ha ha. You'll know this week. We did fly the HSD F-16, I can tell you that. And then Bobby flew the airliner and stuff. Ethan, man, let me tell you something. If you're stuck with head cams or hat cams, you know, Mike and I had a junk camera at the beginning, so we shot a lot of touch and goes and landings. Because even if your camera's junk, people love seeing that stuff. People love seeing that stuff. So that's always good. You know what I mean? How did I get a wrench? I just gave it to you, Mitchell N. I like that, Mitchell N. That's pretty good. Take it all in. It's as big as it seems. Count all your blessings and remember your dreams. Keep being who you are, Ryan. You know why? Because everyone else is taken. No sweat, my friend. No sweat. George Watt says the 90mm Scorpion is in stock at Horizon. Yeah. Oh, dude. Brian Brissett, the Ultra Micro Turbo Timber is a beast, dude. It's awesome. I really am enjoying micros these days. Do it, Air Marshal. All you new guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel and all of our other guys shilling for themselves. Right, Air Marshal? I'm just teasing. Randy is doing a Real Flight 9 fly-in after the show. Ruffins 13 fly-in. Join and fly soon. Pusha loves what you said, Mitchell. Yes. Who was kind of that huge cub that Hangar 9 came? What? Dude, the F-22 is a great flying plane no matter what size, dude. That little F-22, I've said it before. The 64mm F-22 is, the way it flew was how I knew that the 90 was a must-have. Guys, check out all your buddies. Seth Hunt, what airplane or jet do you really want to see next? Skyraider, Avenger, MiG-29. Yes. Yeah, all of those. Yeah, guys, listen. Plug your channels. Guys, all you guys, it's cool. Especially if I know you. If you've not been here before, you know, definitely be respectful. But you guys who have been with me for years, plug yourself. It's fine. Yeah, dude, the Free Wing Raptor is amazing. The big 90mm F-22 is sick. I love it. I have mine. I always will. Yeah, that big Cub, that big balsa deal. I'm sure it's, I mean, if you're, I don't really follow that stuff. You know, like I am so busy in the foamy market side of things that I have not really shopped any balsa stuff right now. I've been looking at VQ a little bit though. Danny Miller dropping my website. Thanks. PilotRyanMedia.com. Bookmark it, guys. Every time you guys go shopping, do it. I got Amazon and then all your favorite brands. GB Linden's RC on YouTube. Check it out. Drop your channel link, GB. You guys check out these guys if you haven't already. My wife never flies Olsen Aviation. She doesn't care at all. It'd be cool if she did. We got an 8-year-old, 7-year-old, and a 3-year-old. She is pretty busy. Let's see. Mary Boozer's on tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. RC Air Marshal on Monday, 8 o'clock. Both are Eastern time. Tuesday, you've got Dustin, Raven Rock Aviation, and Jeff's Custom RC. They trade off back and forth, and they do a live stream. What time on Tuesday, guys? Here's the way you know. You subscribe to these channels that I mentioned, and you tap the notification bell. That way you get notified when these guys go live, all right? Or post content. Check out George Watts, GWatts44 on Instagram. A stream guide on the lounge. Yeah, somebody ought to, man. Even on the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group, if somebody wanted to put up a TV guide, RC live streams, that would be actually pretty sweet. Paul McNeil, the Ultramicro Pitts is a cool plane. Honeycheck says VQ Warbirds are nice stuff. Jeff in Lower Alabama says next week's giveaway is going to include some toilet paper. Flight Club rules. Yeah. And then okay, yeah, I stopped short. So Wednesday you've got Josh Weaver and GB Linden. Thursday Hangar 51. Friday Dave's RC, and then of course Saturday yours truly right here. And then you got guys who don't do live streams but like make loads of content. Check out Gooniac right here. Check out all these other guys who have channels, all right? Anybody who's dropping a link wants you to check them out. So do it like that. John T's right here. Check out his channel. You know, Edward, the kids, I don't take them flying too much because honestly, when I'm flying, I'm working. And it's a drag for them to have to be quiet while I'm trying to film. I take them driving trucks all the time, though. Because it's also really close to the house, and it's very easy to do. The kids have flown, but the older they get, they'll fly more. Bledsoe does live streams when he feels like it. So it's hard to say when he's going to do it, but Bledsoe trains. He's not in here, so he's not able to drop his link. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Guys, you guys having a good time? I know I'm not teaching you how to put rivets on a toy, but I was teasing Booster. Ethan RC started doing live streams. He has a new microphone, Superfly Butterfly microphone. That's so the sound is better. He says that he's going to start doing streams before me. That's cool. Kevin Trappett says, don't forget to like the video. Yeah, so check out Ethan RC. He's going on apparently Saturday before we do. Johnny Cornette. These kind of questions make me question all of humanity. What's your thoughts on the Avanti version 3 70mm? Johnny. Is the last video I put out of me flying it. And then last week, Bobby flying it. We like it. It's hot. It's good. Check it out. Check out the video. Check out the flight video. This live stream is supposed to be a supplement to the flight videos of this channel. I think it's working the other way sometimes. But yeah, we like the Avanti version 3, Johnny. It's a good one. It's a good one. Can you make a video showing your hangar? I can one of these days. I have to get the secret stuff out of here, but yeah. Jackson RC Aviation, drop your link to your channel. They've been doing a lot of stuff lately too. Yeah, Seth, I'll have to do that one of these days. Where you living at, Seth? All right, Gooniac Ray, see you later, my friend. Guys, Gooniac 33, check him out. He's the guy doing the Fiery Booty Afterburner kits. Get a hold of him if you want them, man. Light it up. Let's light this candle. Let's see. Michael Roach. Yeah, Bobby K, man. Bobby K, flaking. Guniak wants to help on the giveaway. All right, Dennis, thanks. That'll be easy. He just can tell me in Messenger whatever he wants to do. Guniak, you're still here, so if you want to get in on that giveaway, hit me up in Messenger and let me know what you're thinking, okay? Jeff West just got it. Seattle. All right, cool, man. Southern RC Aviation dropping his channel link as well. Social distancing. Andrew Reese wants to get an Avanti version 3. Try FMS Model Direct and see what you can do, Andrew Reese. Try that. Try that. FMS Model Direct. See if you can write an email. Tell them you saw Pilot Ryan's video and you can't stand yourself. You got to get one. Jeff West in the house. Guniak dropping his links. Stephen C. What's my opinion about planes coming from China and all the parts wrapped in plastic and temperature protected somewhat by the foam? Just curious. Oh, man. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not the authority on it, and apparently I don't. Listen, I get early planes, man. I've opened up planes over here. If you're worried about it, I would do the research, do whatever you got to do to disinfect it. If you're worried about it, I think if you let them air out or something like that in your garage, if you're worried about it, it's probably a good idea. I am not the authority on how to deal with that stuff. So I hate to even say anything. If I'm spooked about it, I'm going to let it mellow, you know, open it and get away from it, spray it down, but I really don't know the answer. I'm sorry. Be smart, be careful, do the research, perform due diligence, and be smart. John T is going to be in touch with you, Guniak, all right? And then, yeah, like I said, Guniak, Dennis just sent me a message. Get with me in Messenger, let me know what you're thinking, and we can include you as a sponsor on next week's 10K giveaway. Yeah, Andrew Reese, do that. Let me know how that works for you, okay? Yeah, Johnny, watch the video, bro. Watch the video. We had fun. Bobby flew the shakedown, and it was with the cell phone at the end of the day a couple weeks ago. And, yeah. And then I got to ring it out as well. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah, Bobby said he had a migraine today, but he gets those kind of a lot. He was in a bad crash a while back. John T. RC Air Marshal, that kind of sounds okay to me too. Let me look real quick, John T. Sometimes what I got to do is check my Mitchell Farley, you're a boss. Thanks, man. Mitchell just hit me up in YouTube or PayPal like he always does. You're a boss. You're a boss. Let's see. So sometimes I need to check my junk box, John T. They're pretty good about it. Owen, there you go. It doesn't look like yet, but that's okay. They'll come around. What I want them to do is I don't want some crazy numbers. I want them to set me up like / Pilot Ryan Media or something like that. Oh, Brian Brissett. My Brizzle, Brissett. Hey, are you a subscriber? You don't get wrenches if you don't subscribe, my friend. How do I get that sexy wrench? Pilot Ryan and where to go? Son of a gun. Yeah, John T. Yeah, that'll be cool. I wanted to figure out how to do it Pilot Ryan, not some crazy numbers, but whatever. We'll cross that bridge. Brian, I just gave you a wrench. How do I get that sexy wrench? Pilot Ryan, you need an X-Max now. Yes, I do need an X-Max. And I'm going to send it. You guys, I'm going to send it, y'all. I'm going to send it. I've been sending them, guys. I built a ramp today. I finally did it, and I can send it wherever I'm at. So I can do really good videos in my front yard, because everybody wants to see how these things. I mean, yeah, you can rip them around and speed runs. That's cool, but you want to see how they fly and how they land and what they'll take. So I can do that now. Stephen C. You're welcome, dude. Broski just got here. What's happening? CDC website may have that info, Stephen C., about what to get from products from China. Let's see. Sold out a Bigfoot. That's fantastic. Super chat. Oh, yeah. Jeff's just back in. John T, will see what he can organize. Thank you. All right. Jermaine Spencer, you doing some live streams now too? Cool, man. Yeah, Air Marshal, hit me up with that too. You're not doing it now, are you? Arrows RC still have a Marlin. Yes, they should, unless they're out of stock, man. Check it out, Airhammer. PilotRyanMedia.com. Click Arrows RC, dude, and see what they got. Tabletop jumps are a lot easier on landings. Yeah. I tell you what, man. I've watched a lot of stuff, and that X-Max takes a beating. A beating. I mean, I love my Armas, but like my first Traxxas, I love that UDR though, actually. But I'm also looking at the Mojave, because I'm having such a good time with the Senton right now, also. But that X-Max is in my future. I love the big 8S Creighton, but I'm waiting on version 2, version 3. I gotta start making videos on these trucks, guys, so I can write this stuff off. Because I got planes wrapped up, but I got to get trucks wrapped up too, y'all. Honestly, man, I tell you what, backflips sometimes are easier than flat. It depends how your brakes are. I got my Creightons are really easy to fly in the air. They got the longer wheelbase, but my short wheelbase stuff, man, it's flippy. It's flippy. I even dialed the brake down and it's still really, really sensitive. Pusha Studios, thanks for coming by. Guys, check out Pusha Studios. Andrew McLeod, Pilot Ryan, when you flew the HSD F-16, what were your settings on the remote? I think I said it in the video, but honestly, I'll tell you right now if you want to know. Alright, Andrew. Let me go get my radio, I'll tell you. Alright? So listen, I'm going to try to wrap it in 10 or 15 minutes because I know these guys want to zoom, and like I'll zoom and fix trucks. Honey Chuck. Yeah, man, that's kind of what I think a little bit too. But all my 6S stuff is pretty heavy, so if I don't land right, I break it. All right, GB Linden, see you later, man. All right, let me get back radio for our guy. All right, hey, Southern RC Aviation. It's been cool a couple times, but please don't ask for someone to sub a lot. I've seen that a lot of times, so let's quit doing that, please. The other guys, when I had them drop their links, they did it, and now they're done. And you're new here, so please don't. Oh, John T says stuff from China should be okay. Cool. All right, guy wants to know my settings on the HSDF 16. You have the 8S Creighton, Honeychuck? The V1s weren't quite up to snuff yet, is what it seems like. Air Tractor was nice, yeah. No, it's my DX9. No IX for me yet. So dual rates and Expo. We set up 3 rates, my friend, and I'll tell you what they are, okay? The guy who was asking, is he still here? For my low rates all the way around, 63% and 15% Expo. I do it really easy, okay? I did all my takeoffs at low rate. But I did end up, by the end of the day, enjoying flying around at mid-rate. Yeah, the chassis were bending. They can fix them, though. They'll fix it. Arma's good at listening to folks. Mid-rates, 70% all around. 15% Expo. High rate, never flew it in high. 80%, 15% Expo. So, 63... low rate, 63% throws all the way around. I keep it easy so I can relate this to you guys. Relay it to you guys. 63% low rate, 15% Expo. 70% mid rates, 15% Expo. 80% all around, 15% Expo. I only flew in low and mids. Alright? Cool. George Watts, that's my HSDF 16. A guy asked for him. Yeah, the power seemed good on the Creighton. A lot of the guys who really do trucks hard on YouTube up the pinion, the teeth count on there. John T says he's anybody got the Flightline Sea Fury, and if so, what did you set the elevator at? I got book rates and it's twitchy as hell with 50% Expo. I think 50% Expo is too much, because by the time it takes your throw command, it's almost like an oversteering deal. It gets really pitchy. What battery are you flying in there, John T? The free wing servos seem to throw, Flightline free wings seem to throw really heavy. I don't know if my Sea Fury video is still up at Motion, but I would probably go with really low Warbird rates. And then that's actually a plane that I really enjoyed so much more when I gave it like 2 or 3% down elevator mix with flaps. Because with flaps on a Sea Fury, even the critical mass, same thing, man. The nose really comes up and it's a handful. Like, it's not fun, but that plane can really be rock solid dynamite on approach with a down mix. We were flying ours with the 4000 Admiral 4S all the way forward in ours. And I still thought it was hell with flaps on until I put a smidge of down mix in it. I go 20 to 30% Expo, really 20, 25. The only time I go heavy Expo is if I'm really, really nervous, but I end up always going back to like 20. Because because you get too much, and then it's almost like a delay in there. 25%, and it was crazy. What were the throws though? And then also, if you're light in the nose, it's also going to be a monster. You know what I mean, John T? See you, Airhammer. Yeah, balance, man. It's short coupled nose, so load that nose up, man, and make sure that throw's not too big. Sea Furies are really snappy. They're super aerobatic, honestly. Pre-release version, yeah. 4004S, yeah. Now, Dude Broski, 3D planes are really the only planes that do that kind of expo and get away with it. But usually warbirds and jets, I don't think you want over 30%. I would definitely make the throws a little bit lesser, John T. Ethan RC's letting out the dog. Just watch you fly the F-18. Yeah, it is sweet, man. It is a nice jet. All right, so look at about 5-10 minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna pop off of here. Appreciate it. Next week, you guys know what to do with the giveaway. Submit your comment to the FAA email with your YouTube name in the subject line to info@pilotryanmedia.com. And then next weekend we're gonna figure out how to give it away. Somebody's gonna help me produce the show, and we're gonna use a wheel, and we're gonna do it. Yeah, it makes sense, dude. 25% on his jets, 30% on his P-40. Yep. Yeah, I remember flying a 3D plane from FMS, and they called out like crazy expo. I was like, that's nuts. But I did it that way, the way the book said, and it was right on. Thanks, Brian Chambers. Yeah, man, good attendance. Good attendance, especially for a show about nothing. Guys, I'm so happy about having the merch shelf. Seriously, if you're going to go shopping, do your thing, man. PilotRyanMedia.com. RC Waz, dude, when did you send it? Just now? Yeah, dude, half the throws, John T, because it is a sweetheart. I think it is a nightmare on approach, though, without a little down mix, though. Let's see, man. Thanks, Aaron. We haven't flown the D400 yet. I can't wait. We keep bringing it with us, but we haven't got it done yet. RC Waz, dude. What's your... Oh, yep, I got your email, bro. I got it. Thanks, Harpoon Bakery. Jamie Ramirez. I mean, a lot of guys like the HRB LiPos. You know, I'm really a little bit more about people who sponsor me. So I like the Smart batteries from Spectrum, and I like the RC Jetworks batteries and the Roaring Tops a lot. Arrows RC, appreciate that, man. Thank you for that. Congratulations on 10K, says Arrows. One of the sponsors for the giveaway next weekend. Check out Arrows RC online for crazy, awesome, affordable warbirds and civilian planes, guys. It is not too good to be true. Check it out. Somebody drop a link in for Arrows RC or go to PilotRyanMedia.com and click it. Dude, yeah, John T, it's a lot of work on approach without it. And I remember flying to Critical Mass, and I was like, this thing flew amazing. Slow flight, fast flight, aerobatic is awesome. And I really always had a hard time on the approach. And then when we did the Sea Fury, it was like, man, same thing, hard time on approach. I was like, I don't even think the book called for it, but I was like, I'm giving it some down mix. And I really think it 2 or 3% to start. And it really helped a lot. All of a sudden, it was like rock solid every time. Whoa, it's going fast. Cody Adair, thanks for hanging out. See you next week. Yes. Yeah, dude, I love the smart batteries, dude. RC Wazdu says, thumbs it up before you leave, y'all. RC Air Marshal says, don't forget to join us in our Zoom chat, conference calling RC style. Pterodactyl, see you later. Thanks for coming by. Everybody says goodbye to Cody. Excited about the up and coming stuff. Me too, Cody. Thanks so much for including us over here in this community, man, because we're really nuts about everything that flies. Trucks too. Awesome. Randy's doing a Real Flight 9 fly-in after the show as well, guys. We got something for everybody around here. Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to... Yep. Yeah, Aaron, come by. Check out the videos, man. I mean, we're all about flight videos, right? So, I mean, we do the stream once a week on Saturday night. But, yeah, it's all about the flight videos, right? So check it out. Subscribe, tap the bell for notifications, because we'll sneak in some new stuff on you. You know what I mean? We do a lot of new releases over here. So it's a good place to stay hip on to. Yeah, John T., I'll be curious how that works out for you. Thanks for a good show, says Paul. Thank you. True 80s kid thinks all cars can fly, says dude. Andrew Reese is out of here. See you later. Thanks for coming by. Wayne's RC's out of here. George Watts, just drop your flaps in flight. If the plane pitches up, you know you need down mix. Easy way to know how much is to trim it level with flaps down and land and put a mix in for that amount of down in the elevator. Yep, flight modes are great for that kind of stuff if you want to trim on the fly also. Let's see, guys. Man, RC Waz, dude, always a good time. Seth Hunt, see you next time. Thanks for coming around. Texas Arcana Flyer, slow down before you drop them. Yep, that too. Frankie, yes, I will keep tearing up the sky and the dirt. Heading out, Jeff says. Lee Davidson, catch it on the replay if you missed anything. Hanger Rats forever. See you, Joel Kirsch. John T says George Watts is the only plane I can't seem to get it just right. I'm excited to see what you think about doing a little pitch, little bit of down mix, and cutting your throw on that elevator a little bit. Randy Milton, gears down. Thanks. Let's see. Let's give you a wrench, man. Furball, appreciate you, man. Good to see you all. All right, last minute. If you're in the chat and you didn't know, the giveaway next weekend requires you to send me a copy of your FAA comment receipt number. I don't need the comment. I don't care about that. In the subject line of the email, put your YouTube name so I know who you are. Send it to info@pilotryanmedia.com. That's how you enter to win for the drawing next week. All right? We're going to roll. We're going to roll. Info@pilotryanmedia.com. And then we're going to put all those names together, and that's going to get you in the drawing for next week. You need to be a subscriber to the channel as well, but you're on the honor system for that because I'm not going to check it. If you win and you're not a subscriber and you don't subscribe, you're a turkey. Hanger Rats, stay safe. Wash your hands. Stay clean. Stay off the pipe and don't forget to wipe. All right, Hanger Rats, we're out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. Check out the merch. We got a merch shelf. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. See you next time. Stick a monkey pants. Check out the videos from all your friends. Live streams all week long. Tomorrow night, Mary Boozer, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. RC Pilots Lounge on Facebook. We got Instagram. Go to pilotryanmedia.com. Follow me on social. All right, guys. That's how we do it. We're out of here. See ya.